Hello all. Today we are going to learn about an American international company and operator of hotels, Hyatt. Most of us have already heard about this company. Let us know this company in a much better way. Hyatt Hotels Corporation is an American international company and operator of hotels. The Hyatt Corporation came into being upon purchase of the Hyatt House at Los Angeles International Airport on September 27, 1957. In 2014, Fortune magazine listed Hyatt as the 95th best US company to work for. The new owner, entrepreneur Jay Pritzker, after a few years, Jay's younger brother Donald Pritzker also took on an important role in the company. Over the following decade, acquisitions were made and Hyatt became the fastest growing hotel chain in the United States. Donald died in 1972. Jay continued to run the company. In 1969, Hyatt opened its first hotel outside the United States, the Hyatt Regency Hong Kong. In 1980, the Grand Hyatt and Park Hyatt brands were introduced. Hyatt runs resort hotels starting with the Hyatt Regency Maui in 1980. By 2012, Hyatt had over 490 hotels worldwide. In 1972, Hyatt formed Elsinore Corporation, a subsidiary to operate the Four Queens Hotels and Casino and the Hyatt Lake Tahoe. After Hyatt became a private company in 1979, Elsinore was spun off as a public company. The company opened the Playboy Hotel and Casino as a joint venture with the Playboy Enterprises. In June 2004, substantially all of the hospitality assets owned by the Pritzker family business interests, including Hyatt Corporation and Hyatt International Corporation, were consolidated under a single entity called Global Hyatt Corporation. On June 30, 2009, Global Hyatt Corporation changed its name to Hyatt Hotels Corporation. In December 2004, Hyatt Hotels Corporation acquired AmeriSuites, an upscale chain of all-suite business class hotels from affiliates of the Blackstone Group, a New York-based private equity investment firm. Blackstone had inherited AmeriSuites from the 2004 acquisition of Prime Hospitality. The AmeriSuites chain was rebranded and called Hyatt Place, a competitor to the limited service products Marriott International's Courtyard by Marriott and Hilton Worldwide's Hilton Garden Inn. In December 2005, Hyatt acquired limited service company Summerfield Suites from the Blackstone Group. Blackstone had inherited Summerfield Suites from its purchase of Wyndham International. According to a Hyatt press release in January 2012, Hyatt Summerfield Suites were rebranded as Hyatt House to compete in the upscale extended stay market against Residence Inn, Homewood Suites and Staybridge Suites. In August 2009, it was reported that Hyatt Hotels Corporation filed plans to raise up to $1.15 billion in an initial share sale. That November, Hyatt completed an initial public offering and began trading publicly on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol H. According to the filing, Mark S. Hoplamazian was to serve as CEO and Thomas Pritzker as executive chairman. The public offering is a result of acrimonious breakup of the Pritzker family empire. Accused of looting family trusts, Thomas and cousins Penny and Nicholas took control of the family business when they and other family members were sued by cousin Liesl Pritzker, claiming fraud and seeking damages of over $6 billion. By 31 March 2013, Hyatt Corporation's worldwide portfolio consisted of 508 properties. On September 1, 2011, Hyatt acquired Hotel Sierra, which has 18 properties in 10 states. Along with Hyatt Summerfield Suite Hotels, several of these properties were rebranded as Hyatt House in January 2012. Hyatt Hotels Corporation operates several chains. The Human Rights Campaign (HRC) awarded the company 100% in the HRC Equality Index for 8 consecutive years. The Hyatt Regency brand is the oldest brand in the company, with the Grand Hyatt and Park Hyatt brands being introduced in 1980. Some of these are styled as resort properties and may have spas or other recreational facilities. Other brands include Hyatt Place, designed as a limited service offering for business travelers. An extended stay chain, Summerfield Suites, was acquired by Hyatt in 2005 and was renamed Hyatt House in January 2012. Hyatt launched the Andaz brand in April 2007. The first Andaz hotel was the Great Eastern Hotel in London, followed by hotels in San Diego, West Hollywood, Shanghai, and New York City, Andaz Wall Street, and Andaz Fifth Avenue. On November 2013, Hyatt introduced their first all-inclusive resort brands, Ziva and Hyatt Zilara. Hyatt operates a highest-priced timeshare program known as Hyatt Residence Club through Hyatt Vacations Ownership Inc. As of 2014, it had over a dozen locations, some within or connected to Hyatt hotels. The group also runs a chain of higher-priced retirement homes named Way Living and offers retail home decor and furnishing through Hyatt at Home, a luxury online store. United States. The Hyatt Regency Kansas City in Kansas City, Missouri, was the site of one of the worst hotel disasters in U.S. history. On July 17, 1981, two of the three sky bridges that traversed the hotel's lobby collapsed during a tea dance. The walkways were packed with people when a structural failure occurred, causing one bridge, which was hung from the bridge above it, to pull both bridges loose from the ceiling and collapse. The accident killed 114 people and injured over 200. The hotel was later renamed the Hyatt Regency Crow and Center. Philippines. The Hyatt Terraces Baguio in the northern city of Baguio collapsed after a July 16, 1990 earthquake. Israel. On October 17, 2001, Israeli Tourism Minister Rehavam Zeevi was assassinated in the Jerusalem Hyatt Regency on Mount Scopus, Australia. The 2002 Commonwealth Heads of Government CHOGM was held 2 to 5 March 2002 at the former Hyatt Regency Column, now Palmer Column Resort, on the Sunshine Coast at Column. United States. During Hurricane Katrina, August 23rd to 31st, 2005, the Hyatt Regency New Orleans received significant damage as almost all of its windows were blown out and the bottom floor was torn apart by flood damage. The hotel is located in the Central Business District and reopened October 19, 2011. Jordan. On November 9, 2005, the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Amman, Jordan, was targeted by a series of coordinated terrorist attacks along with a Radisson SAS and a Days Inn hotel. Australia. The 2006 G20 meeting of finance ministers and general bank governors was held at the Grand Hyatt in Melbourne between November 18 and November 19, 2006. Trinidad and Tobago. The Hyatt Regency Trinidad was used for the 2009 Fifth Summit of the Americas for the April 17 to 19, 2009. India. The Hyatt Regency Chennai was the venue for the World Chess Championship 2013, held for the first time in India from 9th to 28th November 2013. The Hyatt Regency Atlanta, the first Hyatt Regency hotel, was built in 1967 and was the first contemporary atrium hotel in the world. As of 2014, it was the only major downtown Atlanta hotel with a front drive on Peachtree Street. Hyatt Regency Bandung Hotel is a 5-star hotel in the Highland city of Bandung, Indonesia. The Grand Hyatt Beijing opened in 2001 in Beijing City, followed by the Park Hyatt Beijing in 2008. The 502-room Hyatt Regency Boston is the original hotel component of the former Lafayette Palace Mall in Boston's downtown crossing retail office district. At 2019 rooms, the Hyatt Regency Chicago is the 7th largest non-gaming hotel in the world, with the largest freestanding bar in the world. Grand Hyatt Bali Hotel is a resort in Nusa Dua, Bali. The Continental Hyatt Hotel, now Andaz West Hollywood, was in the movie Almost Famous starring Kate Hudson 2000, and its pool has featured in several films including This is a Spinal Tap 1984, and the Park Hyatt Hotel in the Century City, now rebranded as Intercontinental Hotel, was the scene of the sixth floor into swimming pool seen in the 1918 movie Lethal Weapon 2 starring Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. Grand Hyatt Jakarta is a 5-star hotel in Jakarta's business district adjacent to Plaza, Indonesia. Initially named the Hyatt Regency Kansas City, the atrium walkways collapsed in 1981, killing 114. The hotel was since renamed Sheraton Kansas City at Crown Center and remains in operation. Century Plaza Hotel, one of the 11 endangered historic sites, the Hyatt Regency San Francisco formerly provided a rooftop revolving restaurant called Equinox, offering 360-degree views of the city and the bay. The restaurant became an elite club for certain hotel guests only, and it no longer rotates. This hotel was sold for close to $200 million to Dunk Capital Management and DIN Apolli Capital Partners in January 2007, about $250,000 per room. The property was used several times as in filming location, including Irvin Allen's 1974 disaster film, The Towering Inferno, the 1977 Mel Brooks comedy High Anxiety, Don Siegele's spy thriller Telephone on the same year, and the 1979 sci-fi thriller Time After Time. The Grand Hyatt Seoul opened in 1978 as Hyatt Regency Seoul and is one of the oldest Hyatts in Asia. It is the only fully Hyatt-owned hotel in the Asia Pacific. The hotel is in Seoul's Namsan area, where further development is not allowed. The Park Hyatt Tokyo appeared in the 2003 movie Lost in Translation. Hyatt Regency Yogyakarta is a 5-star hotel in Yogyakarta, Java, Indonesia. Hyatt Hotels operate a loyalty program called Hyatt Gold Passport. So we got to know about the various aspects of the Hyatt. We went through the company's history to the present day scenario. Hope the information was useful. Have a good day.